Why is everything high maintenance now? Everyone wants to wake up with that perfect skin. We are expected to look done, but not look like we tried. The girls are spending to look perfect, like to look good. It's giving, I'm the winner, I'm the winner. If you go full glam, you're fake. If you go bareface, you look tired. Like, babes, I'm living my life. The beauty standard is louder than ever now. I know I'm not the only one feeling this.
My shit's exclusive. I've invested in my body. I have a $150,000 body. No one barely touches me. Yes, you can see me on Instagram because I'm paid to do that, but nobody touches me unless a man, yes, does take care of me. I like bosses. I like millionaires. I like someone who's going to mentor me, teach me, and invest in me and get me to my highest.
And just to be clear, what's a $150,000 body?
4 BBLs, 2 breast technically 5 BBLs, but we're going to go with 4. 2 breast augmentations, obviously Botox, lip injections, and then I had the fat buckle removed out of my cheeks on my face.
Wow. And how young are you?
28.
I'm not going to lie, she looks good, but that's a lot of money.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I have a fat butt, and I will happily block your boyfriend if you ask me. But that's not why I'm here. Why I'm here is to tell you the story of how I got like this, because I'm just like you. By the way, I have clay all over me, but my ex-boyfriend would like photos of Jeanette Guzman, the Instagram model. I think he actually only liked like 5 photos total, but when I discovered this, and we had just started dating, when I discovered this, I would cry every night. I would devalue myself. I have BPD, by the way. I would devalue myself. I am not good enough. I am not a good enough person because I don't have a fat butt. And I don't have every single surgery that Jeanette Guzman has, so I'm not good enough. And this went on for a long time. I was very insecure and I became very, very sad, and I just hated who I was. I hated myself. So what did I do? I tried everything in the books. I tried everything I possibly could do to look like Jeanette Guzman. And I think I've done a pretty good job. I think I did a decent job. But now this dude is gone. And apparently his type is completely freaking different to anything I am. So I did all this for nothing. You're telling me I got surgery that I can't reverse just for the man to go have a different type.
This is a safe space, right? Let's talk about how everyone is starting to look the same. Like, it's crazy. Everyone now looks the same. Like the brows, the lashes, the skin, the BBLs and everything. We are all chasing one face. Like, we are all chasing one face, and it's giving, I'm the winner. Let me not even get started with the TikTok skincare routine, like multiple layers, multiple products just for one skincare routine is crazy, guys.
We all look the same now and no one's talking about it. I wanted to hop on here and talk about my theory on Instagram face because in my opinion, Instagram didn't just change the way that we looked, it rewired what our brain wants. I'm going to be talking about dopamine and why our brain thinks that fillers, filters, and conformity equals beauty. Every time you're scrolling on social media and you see a face that hits certain cues like perfect symmetry or, big lips, big eyes, your brain gets a little dopamine spike. Repetition equals validation. So the more your brain sees a face, the more your brain will build a shortcut. This is important, this is beautiful, this is what I want to look like. That's how familiarity becomes a desire, even if that desire is hollow. And it's not even beauty, it's just programming. It feels like our brains have been trained to chase this perfect face over and over and over again, like a slot machine chasing the perfect combo. There used to be so much mystery and diversity to women. Faces were textured, asymmetrical, and expressive. But then somewhere between the 2010s, beauty shifted from individuality to industry. And I also want to add that I don't think it's a coincidence that the faces that women are pressured to buy are the same faces that men are watching in porn. Before Instagram face, beauty used to be bold. Faces were striking and complex, and you could actually remember them. No one trying to blend in with one another, and no one looked the same. And I want to make it clear this isn't about filler or surgery, it's about chemical reinforcement. Instagram face wins because it hacks the algorithm's logic and your brain's biology. And I just feel like it has flattened women into carbon copies. Everyone has the same lips, the same razor sharp jawlines, the same cheeks, and same dead eyes, all because conformity is profitable. Bring back real faces. Beauty isn't supposed to be boring and predictable. It doesn't beg for likes and approval. It simply just is. Clone culture is out. Just keep your OG face and own it.
When you scroll on social media, all you see is the same face, the same nose, the same eyebrows, the same, like everyone looks the same. Effortless beauty now includes perfect skin, brow lifts, under eye filler, and it's almost laughable at this point. I'm not talking about the bash ones. I love glam and I love skincare. I love looking good. Some days I like to look good. I like to beat my face like I'm going to the Grammys. And some days I rock just moisturizer and I'm good. The beauty standards is just eating up our cash, and the girlies are just like spending to look perfect, to look good.
This is why I don't want to be thick anymore, and you will never catch me falling for the beauty standard ever again. Like, I grew up skinny and I ended up gaining a ton of weight. This is what I looked like before. This is what I look like now. I straightened out, honey. What I learned is that the beauty standard is always changing, and a lot of us women will put our bodies through like extreme measures so we can fit this unrealistic beauty standard. Like, I remember finally getting to the weight of thickness that I wanted to be, and like I just couldn't control it. Like, I just, like, weight was going everywhere. I was getting back rolls. I felt uncomfortable in my body even though I thought that's what I wanted. Long story short, I've always been a fitness girl, so I started going to the gym. I actually was fasting as well for religious reasons, and the weight naturally came off. But like, just take in how much I was really forcing my body into a shape that was unnatural for it. I feel like a lot of us girls do that because we see what's on social media and we're like, okay, like if I don't look like this, then I'm not a bad bitch. But like, the way I see it, especially when you're young, you're gonna gain the weight anyway. Why force it or try to fast forward time? Secondly, today being thick is in, tomorrow being skinny is in. Are you really gonna put your body through these extreme measures, get all types of stretch marks, just because we consider that an Instagram baddie? Like, I'm over it. This is for all my young girls who look up to somebody on Instagram and think that their body has to look a certain way. Do not fall for it. I know social media makes it seem like that's all men want, but on a real note, guys just want a regular girl that can keep a conversation and is agreeable and feminine and just themselves. You don't have to have a BBL to feel beautiful, because the day that BBLs are out of fashion, are you now gonna feel like you are not up to standard? It's a back and forth flip-flop game. I'm putting this message out so you guys can just feel good in your skin. Embrace your body, love your body, and you will feel so much happier about yourself. Mwah.
I also really hate the obsession that everyone collectively has with glow ups, because usually they just mean like getting prettier, meeting beauty standards, getting skinnier, whatever. Like, it's never anything deeper than that. Like, they'll throw different stuff in there like to mix it up a bit, but let's be fucking for real. It's usually about appearance. Against my better judgment, my parents have let my little sister use TikTok. She's 12 years old, and every time we have a conversation now, she's always talking about how she can glow up, how she glowed down, how she can do her eyebrows differently and stuff. And I'm like, I hate it here. I hate it here because we're so obsessed with how we look. Do you have any hobbies? Can you speak more than one language? Like, there's just always something about a fucking appearance with you people. And I understand it because we live in a society. You have to make sure that your whole life is not centered around being beautiful. Your whole life cannot be spent pursuing beauty, because when you're so busy doing that and trying to hate yourself into different versions of yourself, you are not living. Do something else. Do something else. If you really want to glow up, make a list of like 10 things that you want to do to improve your mental state and your mindset and all of that. Don't focus on how could I get skinnier? How can I fit the beauty standards? Because guess fucking what? They're always changing. They're always changing, and you're never going to be fitting them all the time. That's never going to happen. So find something else. Find something else. Do not waste your life trying to be beautiful 24/7. There is so much more that is important than that. And you deserve to live a full life that is not spent chasing after something that you are never going to fully achieve. There is never going to be a time where the patriarchy says, hey, you've done it. You are finding exactly how a woman should be, because there's always something wrong and there's always something changing and there's always a new trend. Please.